Welcome to Soccer as We Like It, the Man United Direction, the channel for football fans and football lovers. Today's breaking news, news no one saw coming. A man who's won a Champions League. He's won the European Super Cup. He's won the World Club Championship. Last season, runner-up in FA Cup, runner-up in the League Cup, and came third. And today, after 6 games, 3 wins, 1 defeat and 2 draws, they told him, on your bike, son. We are talking of Thomas Tuchel of Chelsea. He was told, goodbye, good night, turn left, exit door, you're done. Right, joining with a Chelsea fan, Rodrigo. How do you feel today? Are you happy? Are you sad? Did you see this coming or you didn't see this coming?
Hey, Tim, how are you? No, I didn't see it coming, but am I shocked? Yes. Am I surprised? You know, we first talked about this. We don't know how these new owners are.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, American owners, baseball owners, we don't know how they are. I don't think they understand the game that much. And the funny part of it is, Tim, is they just made all these expensive signings, and they fired a coach. But there's a lot being written about it. I read that there was one of the reasons that it wasn't a knee-jerk reaction, that there's some friction between Tuchel and the hierarchy over the signings.
Right. He did an interview with Sky Sports prior to the season, and he not directly but indirectly kind of said he's not a fan of people who are not really football lovers who know the sport. So kind of undertone saying, you know what, you new American owners, I ain't feeling you. I don't know what you guys gonna do, but I'm prepared to work with you. So, and he started to fall out with some of the players. I mean, from the Chelsea perspective, people fall out with players all the time. How bad was it with him at Chelsea?
You know, I haven't read anything about him falling out with the players. You know, in any club, not all the players will agree with you because some of them are on the bench. You know, a lot of players will say, hey, man, I deserve more playing time. You don't give me a chance, yada, yada, yada. But I think, you know, in most cases, and I remember the same thing happened to Conte when he complained about not getting the players he needs. He was let go not too far. So this is nothing new, Tim. But I think what I've read, several points come out. They wanted Cristiano Ronaldo. One thing is the owners wanted Cristiano Ronaldo because he'd have been a nice addition. He didn't want it. Tuchel says, I can't use him. I don't need him. My structure is set. You know, so and the other ones they wanted, there was also supposedly one player, they're not mentioning who it is. Him and his agent went around Tuchel and went straight to the owner. And the price was right. The owner wanted him. Tuchel said, no, I don't need him. This is what I need right here. This is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a marketing tool for you guys. I'm looking for, you know, positions to be filled. And I think there was a personality in Tuchel. You can tell he's a big ego. This American, I'm sure, is a big ego. I don't know who his people are, who he has working in his management, in the staff, as far as scouting and looking for players. You know, I'm not convinced they know what they're doing. You know, I question that. We talked about being against this. Let's look at this. Wait and see what happens. Let's see how these guys do things. Well,
but
you know,
wasn't it a bit too early in the season? I mean, 6 games in, but I think it wasn't about the performances because they were not like in relegation.
No. It's just the thing is again, you know, Abramovich at least waited 10 games that you lost before he fired you, which even then was too quick. But here, you know, you lose your first Champions League match. Yeah, it's not to a big opponent, but in Champions League, anything can happen. And we talked about this Chelsea squad having lots of holes. You know,
Real Madrid lost games in Champions League. Look what happened.
Barcelona when they won everything back then. They lost their first game in the Champions League. Milan has done it. You know, Spain lost their first game in 2007 when they won the World Cup. So again, you know, you gotta give the system a chance to win.
Yeah.
Right. To be built, because you know it's work in progress. Every week, every game is a different game. You know, so this just tells me these people don't know what they're doing. Now, who wants to replace Tuchel? Who in their right mind would want to take that job?
As a Chelsea fan, who do you want?
Let's bring back Gus Hiddink. See if we can save the season again.
Gus Hiddink. Is he still available? Is he still in?
No. He's coaching somewhere else. He's got busy. But I mean, they talk about three players. They talk about three. The guy he's a coach right now. I forget he's coaching some little team.
Porter. He's at Brighton.
Yeah, Graham Porter. Yeah. I don't know much about the guy.
He's done well for Brighton. You see, Brighton are beating teams left, right, and center.
But can he work at Chelsea? But can he work at Chelsea where there's a lot of pressure? You're under a microscope. You got new American owners. You got a front office don't know what the hell it's doing. You have a dressing room full of stars. Some of them are egomaniacs. Does he have what it takes to deal with that? That's the first question you have to ask.
He's going from Brighton, going past an Everton level to a top level. It's a big jump, mate.
Not just a top level team, a mud pit of a top level team. Because look at all the things I just described, right? Then you have Pochettino. I think he's a good coach, but again, we saw what happened to him at PSG. Again, a dressing room full of stars that basically ran the show. He was a scapegoat for it. He was a scapegoat for it. Even though he won the league, he was bye-bye, right? Zidane, I don't think has any interest in getting involved in that mess. Zidane wants the French national team,
right?
And good for him. Zidane is too smart to get involved. I mean,
football.
In that kind of football, with that kind of atmosphere and that kind of
corrosive environment.
It's the curse of being a big club, and we've seen it in your club, in Man United. You've seen it in Real Madrid, in Barcelona, Bayern Munich in the past. You've seen in Milan, AC Milan, Inter Milan. You've seen when there's tensions and there's all this pressure, and there's the politics that are involved in it with players, and you have teams and their advisors. You have people whispering in people's ears. You saw Abramovich when he brought in when he wanted Shevchenko. To say I don't want Shevchenko, I don't need him, and he wanted him anyway because I want Shevchenko. He's Ukrainian, I love him, guy, and he brought in Abram to make him point over Mourinho. The problem is that cost that wound up Mourinho getting fired. You see the politics that go on. They went on in Barcelona for many, many, many years during the Nunez era, during the Gaspar era. After Laporta left, you got Rosé, all the Capron along with Bartomeu, Real Madrid. Also the flux with Florentino Perez in the Galacticos and all the politics. It's not an easy thing to do. You have to be very thick-skinned, really strong-willed, very even-minded, and you have to be a politician also to withstand it. But Pep Guardiola left Barcelona because he was tired of it. He said, "I'm worn out. I'm done. I need a break, man, or I'm going to kill somebody." But that's what it is. And you see at Man United the number of managers that have been there since Sir Alex Ferguson left. It's not an easy post, man. It's in those clubs, and there's player power, and there's always people. You see there's people talking to owners, to managers, to directors. And the media, there's a saying that the media hires and fires also.
Yeah.
The media has a lot of influence, and people don't think so, but the media have a lot of influence because
they do.
Because what happens is, your sponsors, where your money comes from, they listen to that stuff.
Yes.
Do you remember when Chevrolet was the shirt sponsor of, Remember the threat that Chevrolet gave Man United? If you guys don't get back in the Champions League, we're gonna rethink our contract. Where did they get that from? From the media. The media. They're going to be out of Champions League. They may not get back in. And those people listen to that stuff.
Right.
And they're thinking,
So as Chelsea fans now, what should Chelsea fans expect? I mean, should they be upset or should they be happy? Because the guy just won. He won Champions League 2 seasons ago when he took over from Lampard. He won the Europa Super Cup, won the World Club Championship. A bar penalty shootout, you lost to Liverpool in 2 FA Cup finals last season. So it's not like you had a bad season.
No. It's not like we're 17th out of 19th place. No, Mourinho left us in 17th place, so he needed to be fired, right? But see, the fans always remember Tuchel for what he gave the club. Just the fans say they'll remember Don Carlo Ancelotti, the way they remember Di Matteo, the way they'll remember this guy for the trophies he's given the club. Here's the deal. Is now you have this cloud of players that came into the Tuchel era. This next guy that comes in has to work with these players that he did ask for. Right? You know what I'm saying? This new guy, whoever he is, whether it's Pochettino or this guy Graham, what's his last name? I forget. Graham Porter. Whoever comes in has to deal with this players they brought in. Now they brought these players in right at the last minute of the transfer window. They haven't had a chance to. They haven't had a chance to practice. They haven't had a chance to show team. It takes time. You know, a new coach for them. It's a new coach, a new system. You know, it takes time to adapt, right? And here you go. This next coach says, "Man, what am I going to do with these guys?" You know, I don't like Adebayo. I don't think he's a striker that I would use. Whoever comes in, you know, maybe you know, he may say, you know, who else are we getting? I don't want this guy. This guy doesn't fit into my system of play. But I have to play now because they paid $100 million, $1 trillion euros for this guy. I got to play him because they paid this voucher. But I don't like this guy. He doesn't fit into my system of play. So whoever comes in and wants to impose his style of play, rearrange the pieces, will he be allowed to? Will the pieces he has to work, will they work for him? These are questions.
They did say he'll be giving time. He will be giving time, but it all depends on how they're performing in the league. If they're going in, you know, when an elevator is going downwards, if he's going down at very high speed and he's 70, 90, I could see him giving the boot too.
But what is time? Well, me and you say time. Well, give him a season because he just walked in, not his squad. Give him a season. Or they go give him
only 6 games in. You might as well call it beginning of the season.
Or what happens if he doesn't? If he drops out of championship, goes into the UEFA Cup, or Europa Cup, whatever it's called in the States. What happens if he doesn't? He gets in 5th place, doesn't get the championship next year, and he's in 5th place in the Europa Championship. What happens? It could happen.
It can happen, mate.
It can happen. Anything can happen. So, like what happened to you guys last season, it can happen. Because again, you're bringing in a new coach. Can he, you know, and it's not easy.
And no,
can he work with the players that he's inherited?
You've heard it from Rodrigo, the Chelsea fan. He's telling that, listen, there's so much that has to be done for this. Whoever this guy is, if it's going to be Porter, if it's going to be Poch, if it's going to be Zidane, which we doubt. If we're looking.
No, I don't see Zidane. I think he's too smart to get involved. And again, we're talking about who would want to take that hot seat.
Right.
I mean, because again, here we go. The guy got, you know, he's a winner coach. He's a winning.
Right.
He's won the Champions League. He's won the Super Cup, and he's won the international
World Club Championship.
Yes, and you know,
he
Champions League.
There's a manager.
No, he did.
Some people are comparing Ole. Ole was there 3 years, didn't win us a sausage, but he got 3 seasons at least, nearly 2.5. But he got 1 full season. He came in 3 months left to the end season to take over from Lampard. He's barely started this season, and they told him on your bike.
Now, my question is this: are they going to toss out Jurgen Klopp because he got spanked today by Napoli 4-1?
I can't see that happening, mate. I can't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are they going to throw him out because their season started out bad too, worse than us?
Yeah.
Worse than you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Are they going to toss him out? You know, and Liverpool looks bad. They look bad. They look bad. And then here, Napoli, which is you know what? Napoli's a team that fights. Napoli's a team that can give anybody, any day, a hell of a run. They've given the best teams in the world headaches. Right. So it's not like Napoli's a 3rd-tier team. No, not anymore. They've got a great manager with Gasparini. They've got great players. They've got a good bench, right? But again, 4-1 to Liverpool. Right. That's yeah. Are they going to fire?
Someone said it could have been 5. Someone said it could have been 5 today.
Could have been from what I saw. Could have been almost 6.
Oh, they ain't that bad. So
well, because Napoli was just boom.
Wow. Yesterday's game, Were you bad, or just it wasn't that bad? Was yesterday's game you lost?
No. It was a 1-0 loss. Again, mistakes.
Yeah, 1-0.
But the things that I saw and I've seen in Chelsea, they're not managerial mistakes. They're players on the field mistakes.
Right.
Is it Tuchel's fault that Mendy screwed up 2 or 3 times? No. Bad decisions, needless yellow and red cards, things that, people forget. These are professional players, Tim, that have been playing for years and years and years at a high level. I don't care if you play for West Ham, if you play for Southampton, if you play for Notts Forest, you're a professional football player that's there because you can play and you have a footballing brain and you get paid a lot of money.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You get paid a lot of money, so a lot of responsibility has to be put on the players.
On the players, yes.
The coach's work is done on the practice. Once game day starts, it's all about the performance on the pitch. And where the coach can get some blame is the way he moves the pieces, the substitutions, or maybe the way he places the players. But you got to understand again,
right?
Players, those guys make lots of money because they are at the top of their profession. No matter what club you play for, if you play in second division, first division, you're there for a reason. You're getting paid. Good money.
The Premier League.
Maybe not everybody's making £500,000 a week. But hey, if you make £50,000 a week, that's more than I'll ever make in my life.
Some people don't make 50 a year, man.
But a lot of players in those top clubs make at least 50. The lowest paying players make at least 50.
Those are people who just left the academy again.
I'll never make that kind of money in my entire life. In 10 lifetimes, I'll never make that kind of money. Right? The millions these guys. So I'm saying some of the stuff we have to understand. You've played the sport.
Yeah.
You've played. Have you made mistakes?
100%. Yeah.
Is it the coach's fault or your fault?
No, that was my fault. My wrong decision. Exactly.
Same as here. I played not professionally, but I played, and I've done some stupid cock-ups in my life that only I can take credit from.
Yeah.
And so now you're asking this new coach, whoever comes in, he's going to deal with players that he didn't pick.
Right.
So how's he? And they're all egomaniacs.
Yeah.
They're all egomaniacs because they're playing for Chelsea and they're making a ton of money.
If it's a manager who has never won anything like this, Porter, who's new, it's going to be hard to control them egotistic guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait. We're going to get you back for part 2. Whoever you guys appoint, but Rodrigo, a Chelsea fan, has told us the situation, how Tuchel was fired, even though Tuchel hasn't done too badly. The American owners and Tuchel seem to have had a bit of friction going into the season. Players bored. He didn't want, this one wanted. So it's like egos have clashed. And there's only going to be one winner. The owner always wins. But I'm saying, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I love the statement. We want to thank you for all your endeavors, for everything you've done for this club. We wish you all the best in your future endeavor. This club will always
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Take the 230 train out of here. Take the outside the Knights Road there. Out of Kings Road, take the train. You can take you to your hotel and to the airport.
So on that note, we're going to end our show today, but we're going to keep, and Rodrigo's going to keep us posted on the next Chelsea move. You've got a game on weekend. Do you know who you got on weekend?
Jesus, no. Let me look real quick. I'll let you know right now. I didn't even, with all this going on, Tim, I didn't even think, I forgot about, there's more football coming up. I was watching Cobali with the Doors right now. I was watching Vélez and Flamengo. I think Chelsea play, let me let you know here. They play Fulham. They play at Fulham Saturday.
That's a local derby, West London.
Yes, sir.
Rodrigo will get you back on Wednesday on the weekend to tell us how the Chelsea situation has arrived. From all of us, Rodrigo, thank you for joining us at such a short notice, for giving us the Chelsea.
Thank you, Tim.
Chelsea perspective of what is going on at Stamford Bridge. We'll see you on the next one. Rodrigo, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Tim. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks.